Welcome in as we break down the team needs of the San Francisco 49ers this offseason. A big one, like it is for everybody, but season-ending injuries to Nick Bosa and first-round pick Mikael Williams left the Niners shorthanded. So that's just one of the positions we're going to break down for the Niners' positions of need. But I also want to tell you what we need from you, and that is hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps us grow. We appreciate you. We want to provide the best football content from a coaching and scouting perspective. Over 40 years of experience in coaching and scouting at the college and NFL level. We try to provide that for you right here. So make sure that you check it out, spread the word, and hit that subscribe button. So as I mentioned, those injuries to Bosa and Williams left them short-handed on the edge much of the season. They finished 26th in pressure rate off the edge, 28th in yards allowed per attempt on outside runs. Both players are expected to return. Adding reliable depth and the edge would help stabilize the rotation and allow Williams to continue to develop without being overextended. So I think that's a big need, a safety guard, receiver, all areas of need for the Niners. So they had one of the more explosive offenses in 25, did the Niners, but the defense was a disaster. No pass rush. They weren't able to generate any sort of pressure. Nick Bosa returning will obviously help, but again, depth is going to be pivotal there. I think they need a couple of defensive tackles. Remember when that defensive line was so good, so strong? We tell everybody that you think you're strong until you're not, and it could change in a heartbeat. The 49ers need defensive line help more than anything. So interior defensive line help must be required. I think two players are needed at this position. I think a defensive end. We talked about their pressure rate. They're going to need a defensive end to add to the mix as well. I think they need a couple of corners. Their cornerback play has been lackluster. Part of that has to do with the poor pass rush, no doubt. But the talent isn't really there at the position, so an upgrade at both positions up front. The back end is going to be pivotal for them to have any sort of success to get back in that NFC West race going forward. Safety. This position isn't a huge need, but adding an upgrade there would help. On the offensive side, look, Brandon Ayuk is as good as gone, and the 49ers are going to need a new number one wide receiver to go along with Ricky Pearsall and Jawan Jennings if he's resigned. If Jennings leaves, then a second receiver is going to be needed. So that is a position that has to be addressed. I look at the special teams unit as a whole, and coaching was an issue, but I think Eddie Pinheiro is an impending free agent. Thomas Morstead had one of the worst net averages in the NFL last year. So making sure the kicking game, particularly the kicker and the punter, are secured is going to be really important. I think field position, defensive play held this team back and will continue to hold them back if they don't fix it. And again, they've got to kind of stay on pace and upgrade a little bit at receiver. We'll see where things go this offseason for the Niners. Competitive division, as we've talked about. Seattle's very good. The Rams are trying to make a run. San Francisco's not out of it, but right now, going into the offseason, got a roster that looks third in the division at this point. So we'll see what they're able to do to upgrade it this offseason. A reminder, though, you can upgrade your football knowledge by hitting that subscribe button. Make sure that you don't miss any of our football content. We're breaking down each and every team, but we've got even more breakdowns on the college and NFL game from a coaching and scouting perspective. That's what we do. Check us out at LandryFootball.com as well. We appreciate you joining us. We'll talk to you again next time, everybody.